That's great that you found somebody that you can work with consistently. And it sounds like over the years, you have found people you work with consistently and you stick to that because you guys have a great time together and it works.
Yeah, man. It's I love that, man. Like, because it's especially for when it comes to mixing, because I need to do my premix. And then sometimes, like, some people you'll work with and you do your premix and you'll be like, oh, can you send me the vocals raw? And I'm like, no, like, I don't want you to change what I did. I want you to add to what I did.
Yeah.
And then sometimes people will throw in, like, you know, like, I'm gonna say this right now. Everyone that uses autotune, do you live your life? I don't care. Live your life. But like me personally, I don't use autotune, like, because I like to force myself to get to the point where I hit the note. Okay. Like, I want to hit the note because I want to be able to, like, sing live and, like, still, I want people to go like, that's him singing. Like, I don't want people to go like, is that him singing? I want them to be like, that's him singing. So, like, I and that's how I feel like I keep getting better as a singer, because, like, I push myself to make sure I really hit it. So, like, it really gets ingrained into me, like, the best way to get to the place I want to be. Mm-hmm. But, like, sometimes I'll record a song and I'll send to another mixer, and then they'll just throw in, like, auto-tune, but not even in a good way. They'll throw in that, like, unnecessarily, just like, why? And I'm just like, what's the point? Why am I singing if they can't hear me anymore? and I'm just like, look, I know people love it, and, like, I love some songs with it, but, like, for me personally, don't throw auto-tune on my stuff. Don't do it. Don't do it. I'll always say no. I always will.
And listen, I think we all know people are successful singers and they're not good live. And that's a huge aspect of being an artist. I mean,
yeah,
I know you want to perform, right?
Yeah, I want to perform. I want to be out of breath on stage because I decided to sing everything. Like, I want to be that guy. I would rather you hear me physically tired on the mic, because I feel that's a part of the charm, than, like, to fake it. I cannot. For me personally, like I said, everyone should do them, live their lives. But for me personally, I love that's a big part of it, is knowing that, like, like, when I hear some songs I do, some notes I hit, I'm just like, that took 40 takes. But, like, in my head, I'm so proud that, like, I got there, you know, like, 40 takes later, but I got there. And
What is, like, the most, like, significant live performance you've seen that really inspired you to say something like that? Because that didn't come out of thin air.
I wouldn't.
Maybe not one.
I don't want to say anything. I don't say names, but, like, there are some bigger artists that you see them live, and it like, you hear them live, and you can't even. It doesn't sound like them, or, like, it sounds like it almost sounds like it's the first time they had to actually sing the song. Like you hear them, like, it'll be a scenario where they don't have access to auto-tune on stage, and it really feels like it's the first time they've had to sing their song. And I don't want to ever be in that position. I want to, like, because, like, one of the most fun things about doing live is every single performance, and I've noticed it that I'll do when I was doing a lot of shows. When I start a song, the first show, by the time I get to the last show, the way I'm singing the song has drastically changed to the point that I actually forget how the song originally went, because then I'll go back and listen to the song and be like, oh, I didn't actually do a harmony there. Like, I've just been doing that. I've just been throwing some extra spice in there.
I like that.
That's the beauty. And I feel like if you don't allow yourself to, like, really dive into that process, and then you can't get to a level where you're that comfortable having fun and just changing things. That's just, again, it's for me.
I like that perspective. I mean, it's almost like you saw what you didn't like to know which direction you want to go in then, right?
Yeah, exactly. And then it's like, I always want to get to I always want to be so comfortable in what I'm doing that I'm not afraid to steer off in a different direction, because I know that I can catch myself anyway. Like, it's the same thing as acting. Like, whenever I act in movies or TV shows, like, I love to learn the lines to the point that, like, they're, like, ingrained into my brain, that if I wanted to randomly change an accent on one line, or if I wanted to, like, do one line while doing jumping jacks, I wouldn't even flinch, because, like, it's a part of me, you know. And because, like, you know, when you're I don't want to go on this tangent, but when you're acting, a lot of times the director would be like, oh, you know, I want you to do that, you know, this line, but we're going to change the movement. We're going to have you do this line while doing push-ups. But, like, you don't want to be in a position where like the lines are barely hanging in there. And then you're like, and you want push-ups, you know? So yeah,
Oh my
I'm with
gosh.
that. I like being unnecessarily prepared.
I like that. Yeah.